from Malaysia by country. Their crude oil goes to 23%. India, of course. Then you got 1% China, because China mostly import oil from Persian Gulf and many other countries. Australia also recipient of huge amount of Malaysian oil, Thailand and Singapore. So this is the composition of their oil supplies to or oil exports to other countries. Malaysia's total liquefied natural gas exports by country are Japan, 36%, and the largest recipient of this particular gas. Japan is East Asian power, and it is the fourth largest economy in the world, and they are largely dependent on Malaysia at the same time. China, which is second largest economy in the world, they are also dependent on the Malaysian gas, which is 28%. 28% of the Malaysian gas goes to China, and then you've got South Korea, Taiwan. So all these countries are basically East Asian countries, and Malaysia is Southeast Asian power. So this is how Southeast Asia is connected with East Asia through these connectivities. If you look at the economic growth of Malaysia, this is also very good. They are improving their economy, and despite COVID-19 situation, their economic growth is close to 7.5% in 2021, which is quite good. If you look at overall their GDP is about $387 billion in 2021, and their growth is 7.5%, which may slightly come down in coming years because of the COVID-19 situation and because of the curb on their oil and gas exports, because as you have seen that because of the lockdown around the globe, air flights and other activities were seized, and because of that the crude oil supplies were also limited. But at the same time, the Malaysians have also launched a program which is going to overcome this particular challenge as well in future. Foreign reserves, their foreign reserves are close to $103 billion if you compare it with Pakistan. So Pakistan's foreign reserves are not more than $20 billion. And then you've got GDP sector, as I told you before, their services sector plays a very important role in their economic growth. Their engineers, doctors, and entrepreneurs and others, they contribute a lot in their economic growth. And then you got industry. They have got well-established mining industry and other industry, which also contribute in their economic growth, so which is 36%. And agriculture, as I told you before, plays a very minimal role in their economic growth, which is 7.1% only. If you look at the Malaysian exports, they are close to $263 billion, and their largest export partners are, of course, China, which is close to 15%. Then you got Singapore and United States of America, 13 and 12% respectively. And others are, Hong Kong, India, Australia, and other countries are also there. But the largest export partners are China, United States of America, and Singapore. If you look at their imports, they also import 19% of the items from China and Singapore, of course. So they are the largest import partners. And then you got Japan, United States of America, Thailand, Indonesia, South Korea. So most of these countries are Southeast Asian countries. And then extra regional power is, of course, United States of America. So their imports are $197 billion, and there is a, you can say their exports are much better than their imports. If you look at their system of government, the politics in Indonesia, in Malaysia, is basically federal constitutional monarchy and a parliamentary democracy. So there is a ceremonial monarchy is there, and a king is there. The constitution establishes the head of the state as a king. But the king is a ceremonial king. He does not enjoy any executive powers. But the head of the government is prime minister of the country. The position of the king is shared on a 5-year rotating basis by the hereditary rulers of 9 of the Malaysia's 13 states, 8 sultans and 1 Rajah. And the king's functions are, as I told you before, they are the ceremonial, and they are not playing any active role in their government affairs.